Welcome back to the world's most inconsistent podcast. We made 4 consecutive episodes and then we stopped. We're back again.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not my fault at all.
It's John's fault.
No,
John
it's
is
not.
the only one to blame.
I'm the only, every week for the past month, I've been saying, let's do the podcast, and each week Connor's just like,
Dude, my mom was in the ER last week, bro.
I don't remember asking, dude.
She was in the hospital, and John's like, hello, why can't you film the podcast? Hello?
You were at, last
Hello?
week we were at a Super Bowl party, and you were there.
Uh,
And your mom was in the ER?
I gotta lie.
My
mom
listen.
was dying.
The reason why we didn't record the podcast last week was because Connor's girlfriend wanted Connor to drive her to her house where we were going to meet her an hour after we filmed
Well,
the podcast.
no, I don't know why Micah just didn't drive you to the church when we told you that before we left.
we could've.
Honestly, I blame everyone except for myself. It's not.
yeah,
it
and
hasn't
me.
been Literally, bro. Saturday nights. If you guys would have come last night. Oh wait, no, guys. John's parents are super strict because his dad's a judge, right?
Yeah.
And so John can do nothing, and my parents weren't home, so John could not sleep over. I say we blame John's parents for the failure of this podcast.
Yeah.
The failure of this podcast?
No, this podcast's not failing. In fact, it needs to go well. Because I have my mom's hospital bills to pay for. So please.
Exactly.
Please.
Guys, please.
Refresh the video. Click
Guys,
3
if you
times.
want to donate to Connor's mom, not guaranteed, by the way, Venmo John G. Wallace.
Speaking of giving us your money,
We should just call the...
No, dude, this is not a good episode to plug the Patreon in.
don't forget Patreon. We're really consistent in keeping up with that. If you want to financially support.
But we are posting a bonus episode on the Patreon. I'm making them do a bonus episode with me.
No, I'm not.
Yes, we are.
I'm busy that day.
Connor agrees to things until the last second. Then he's like, when did I agree to that? I'm not doing that.
That's not true. You're the one who flakes more than me.
Every week
What?
It's facts.
Every week that I've said, let's do the podcast, they're like, no, we'll do it next week. And then next week, they're like, we'll do it next week. You did
No,
that
we always
3
just
weeks
tell
in a
you,
row.
bruh.
Because it's never next week. It's always this week. Think about it. So...
I just think you're a bad scheduler. You need to plan it like a week and a half in advance. So
Yeah.
I can be like...
Just know that,
so that I can
a
be
week and a
content.
half from now, we're doing the podcast. Every week, we're doing the podcast.
Dude.
We have to do it every week unless we do 2 episodes a week. Chill, dude. Too far.
I don't know if I like this that much. John in the car was like, the Joe Mama jokes are the longest running jokes in our friend group. And I was like, oh, besides the podcast.
Dude, the Joe Mama joke is not the longest running.
I told him that
Yeah.
us being his friend was the longest running joke in the podcast. Or not.
I can name so many other jokes that I cannot say on the podcast.
Dude,
that are
Connor and
longer
Kaylee's
than Joe
relationship.
Mama.
Yeah, that's been going for like 8 months now. She still thinks it's real. Just kidding. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. Cut that out.
But Joe Mama's been a joke for forever.
No,
Like,
you're
in-
the only
in-
person who consistently makes that joke.
I know, but Connor makes it. Connor made one on
We
the way
make it
out
out
of
of
church
spite to mock you for thinking that that's funny.
today. It's still an ongoing joke.
It's like a virus. It spreads.
No, the joke is that you think Joe Mama's funny. You are the joke.
It's not funny.
The joke physically manifests itself in you.
He goes, it's not funny.
It's like, what, you're being serious? Like, you're not being sarcastic?
Wait,
you
hold
really,
on.
You really think it's not funny?
He starts crying in the podcast. Wait, no, but like right now, I need to know.
I need
Is
to
it
know if
funny?
you're being serious. Is Joe Mama really not funny?
Who's Joe?
Who is Joe? It's like, it's not even a person anymore, it's an idea. It's a philosophical concept. Who is Joe?
Who is
That's what we're going to be
Joe?
talking about today on my TED Talk. Just ponder.
Who
Socrates.
is Joe? What is Joe?
That is the.
How is Joe?
Who is
That's
Joe? More like, when is Joe?
Why is Joe?
Why is Joe?
that's the title of this podcast. Who's Joe?
No.
Yes.
No.
Stop.
Oh,
That's
this,
reverse clickbait. People are going to go, ew, no, I don't want to click on that.
Yeah.
this will be the bonus episode. I think that this should be the bonus episode.
No.
Yes.
Then we have to film an actual episode.
Yeah, when are we going to do that?
We do we do bonus episode until 1:15, and then we do a 30-minute regular episode. Then we have 15 minutes to get to the church.
But I want food.
It's good
Yeah,
to
I'm
you.
kind of hungry.
Yeah, I'm getting food. I'm going to McDonald's, bro.
Yeah, with all our Patreon money. Guys, we have it private, but we have like 30 million Patreons.
Guys, give us Patreon money because so we can eat. We're
I'm
starving.
hungry.
We sit up here every day. John has a gun to us. We're forced to make this podcast now.
Dude, this podcast is just us repeatedly like building ourselves up to be able to ask for Patreon money.
And then I edit out all of them because I don't want people to be like, it's just like funny jokes, give us money. Funny jokes, give us money.
John's
like,
an awful editor, guys. He
Yeah.
cuts out all my favorite parts of everything we make.
Which one? John on the podcast or the editor John?
Editor John.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Editor John sucks.
He's
Yeah, I hate him.
He sucks.
He sucks. Editor John, kill yourself.
Like, John wouldn't leave. Editor John is not going to leave that in, even though that was funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually in my head. I'm like, I'm gonna take that out.
Why were you thinking that?
Me crying in my head. In
You
my
cut
bed
out
at
everything
3 in
that's
the
even,
morning,
like, remotely offensive. Like, even if it's, like, a
because
little
my parents listen to this podcast, dude.
Are they going to be that mad if you go, Editor John, kill yourself? Are they going to be that upset?
I don't know. Don't want to test it.
Experiment.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking about...
Ooh, they can't listen to the bonus episode, though, because they're not patrons.
I see my dad join my Patreon.
Delete it.
Dude,
Can
my
you
dad's a
remove
tier
someone?
3. My dad's a tier 3 Patreon.
Really? I'm not even a tier 3 patron. We're all tier 3 patrons. It's just really redundant.
But we lose like 5% of all the money, so it's just like us wasting money.
Does the president pay taxes? Because
Does your dad pay taxes? He's a pastor.
What
Does he pay taxes?
Yes, he still pays taxes.
Oh, the church doesn't pay taxes. Okay.
Golly. Doesn't know what he's talking about. I feel like my voice is not being picked up. It looks really low in the little scudometer.
Maybe
Scudometer? What is that?
Hello? The scudometer. You don't see that?
That's not what it's called.
You're gonna have to turn up the voice thing a lot. Is that like look how low that is?
Yeah, I usually do. Oh, we should talk about Elijah's merch.
Okay.
So, guys, if you're still listening to this, you probably...
Anyone who wears Elijah's merch is just...
You're wearing it right now. You're such a idiot.
Okay.
If you are listening to this podcast, it's probably on, what? That'll be on the 11th, on Tuesday. So that means you have 2 days.
10 minutes to buy
3
the merch.
days to buy Elijah's merch.
Wait, when is this going to come out?
On Tuesday.
That would give them...
Oh, on the Patreon, though, so it's not going to be on the Genuises. That's why we have to do a bonus episode.
Wait, when does the actual episode go up?
It goes
If you're a
up
Patreon,
live
you get a discount for
after
Elijah's
it's
merch.
done. No, we were actually going to try and do that, but Bonfire won't let you make discount codes for some stupid reason. It'll go up on the 18th, public.
Guys, can we talk about on this podcast right now? This is on the record. How Elijah's dad's a firefighter.
My dad is not a firefighter.
Yes, he is.
His dad sells smoke alarms, therefore he's a firefighter.
No.
Your dad's
wow.
a monk. And John's dad is a cop.
Not a monk.
Literally not how that works.
John's dad is the government.
He is the government. He's all three branches.
All three branches in one man. The ultimate power. If you think about it, the church is kind of like communism.
No, it's socialism.
No, it's actually neither.
It's socialism.
Not really.
When you think about it, Venmo's like
Yes,
capitalism.
it is. It's socialism. You're so stupid.
How is it socialism?
Oh my gosh. You don't know anything.
You're right.
Everybody gives a certain amount of their money to the government.
No, people give money to the government
And
or
the
to
government
the
gives
church and they
back.
redistribute it.
Yeah. So effectively it's socialism because they
Yes.
give us Chick-fil-A and they use our money that we tie to them to buy it. So.
But it's not right because that's government mandated and the church is out of the own kindness of your heart.
It's God mandated.
Jesus was still technically a radical socialist. Yes, he was.
Wow. I don't agree
Because
with
of what he
flaming
believes about giving
liberals,
your money
so I'm
away.
not
Capitalism
questioning
is just like, no, keep your own money, don't give it to anybody.
That's my life motto.
Welcome back to Theologically Genius. Haha. Alright, we need to get back on track.
What are our topics?
Joe.
One of mine was a Spotify Wrapped and Apple Music Rewind or whatever
Oh my
it's
gosh,
called.
that's so old.
I know, I made these topics back.
Years ago, bro.
Alright, let's
If
talk
we would've
about
filmed
Lego
this
Star
podcast
Wars.
like a month ago, maybe.
Yeah, Connor, if you would have filmed this podcast like a month ago.
So Lego Star Wars is kind of cool.
Connor, you can't, it's not going to pick you up like that.
Princess Leia is kind of hot. That's all I have to say.
We can't hear what you're saying, Connor.
Yes, you can, John. They can't, though.
Alright, I think that's a wrap on the podcast. I think we did pretty good.
We've only got like
30 minutes of Patreon ad.
we legit we have 13 minutes and literally a solid 7 of them is Patreon ads.
It's
just-
funny. That's a running joke, guys.
Let's just make the
A running joke is give us money.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
funny.
it's hilarious.
If it's clear that we're being funny, LOL.
funny.
We post this and we lose all of our Patreons.
Stop calling them Patreons.
It's
Patrons.
Patreon.
We love you, patrons.
I don't give a damn about you. I want your money.
It's starting to get too real. It's starting to not sound like a joke.
Alright, Carter, let's pose the question. Who would you rather marry? Natalie Portman or Keira Knightley?
Natalie Portman.
I don't know who Keira Knightley is.
What?
The girl from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Never seen it.
What? Natalie Portman is in my top 3.
Top 3 people in general?
Top 3 people ever. No.
Pastor Mike, Joel Osteen, Natalie Portman.
Why did you put Joel Osteen on that list?
Yeah, why'd you put Joel Osteen on
Yeah, it's that pastor you're always talking about.
Why did you put Pastor Mike on that list?
It's that pastor you're always talking about.
If I had to pick my top 3 people of all time, I don't think Pastor Mike would be on my list.
He's your dad.
I know.
You are my dad. You're my dad. Woogie, woogie, woogie. But yeah, no. Not my top 3 people ever, but like the top 3 most beautifulest women's that I know of.
And I'm not on that list.
No, John, because you're hideous. Also, you're a male.
You said that I was cute in one episode, and I'm sure I still have the recording of it.
You saved it just in case.
I have all of
You're
the...
secretly starting this podcast so you can make like a what are they called? Like a soundboard of Connor and I saying things.
Gosh.
So I can have... If you guys ever, like, do something bad to me, I can have, like, a full expose of, like, the worst things that you guys have ever said in your lives. And to think that I was getting ready to hand Connor over pretty much all the footage from the podcast to make a to make a best moments thing. Connor, say something.
Something.
That was really funny, Connor. You're so hilarious. I'm trying to be in the Boys of Summer tour.
Yeah, and are you gonna get me on it too?
Absolutely not.
What if we did a podcast tour? We recorded podcasts live on... It would force us to do podcasts. Connor would still be like, I'm good for today. Let's do next
No,
week.
it just doesn't work for me today, so I don't really want to.
Oh my gosh. No, not even like we have no fans, but we just tour and record the podcast in different places all around the world and then post it for nobody.
Like we rent out venues just for us.
Yeah, we're renting out like... Guys, tonight we're actually filming at the... place the what's it called? The Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We rented out the whole thing.
It's just empty.
It's just us on the floor.
Yeah, we don't even like use seats or anything. We're just there with our janky equipment laying on the ground, separate sides of the stadium, just recording.
We have walkie-talkies to be able to hear each other.
Yeah.
That's good, dude.
Okay, I know no one who's listening. Well, I know you guys don't care, but hopefully people who are listening care. Talking about the greatest TV show ever, because I've been pondering this and thinking about this. It's not The Office. It's not.
What is it?
Like, I don't know how people in 2020 are, like, still running Office meme accounts. When the show ended in, like, what, 2013?
And some of them make, like, good money off of it.
But it's, like, ridiculous.
Like, they get crazy
The
ads.
show's been done for almost a decade, and they're still making Office memes. It's like, what?
It's kind of the same for Parks and Rec, but on a lower scale.
Well, Parks and Rec is newer, though. And it's not even as good.
Still 2012, I think, is when that ended.
My favorite show...
I love Brooklyn Nine-Nine,
That's my favorite show.
I
Mickey
love
Mouse
it.
Clubhouse,
but
Chuggington, Paw Patrol.
dude, Chuggington's
Dude, if Paw Patrol fan pages are not like the Office fan pages in 10 years, I'm gonna be so upset. I'll be running a Paw Patrol fan account.
So
in
wait,
10
so what were you
years.
saying, Connor?
I'm just saying, like, it's good. I watched that episode with you the other day, and I was just kind of like, this is not funny.
Okay.
Like, why did I not remember? Why did I remember it being so?
You
much
didn't, it
fun?
wasn't a good episode. The Office has episodes that just aren't that funny.
Not really, actually.
Yes, it does.
No, every episode's a masterpiece. Hey, turn your phone off.
It's Micah.
Wow, even more reason to turn it off.
Okay, well, I will say, I think it's a subjective opinion, but I enjoy Brooklyn Nine-Nine more.
I've
I just
never
do.
watched it.
I think the Jake and Amy romance is better than the Jim and Pam romance, to be honest.
Not really. There's so much more development in Jim and Pam.
The
No,
Jim and
there's
Pam
not.
romance is overhyped, though.
There's so much more.
It's a
development.
whole different kind of thing, though. The whole point of The Office is that Jim is in love with Pam. Like, that's literally the whole show. He's chasing after her the entire
Yeah.
time, whereas Jake and Amy, like, progressively fall
That's what
in
I'm
love
saying.
with
So you
each
can't
other.
say Jake and Emmy's like better,
It's a different kind of romance, though.
but it's a worse kind.
No.
Gotcha.
No.
Yep.
No. It's not like insufferably watching Pam be stupid.
No, well, Pam's not always stupid.
You have to tolerate her dealing with Roy for 3 seasons. It's like, oh my gosh.
Hey, I have something for you.
What?
I'm just gonna.
Joe Mama.
Next topic. Max Stressler. He's not funny.
Dude, he's not.
Dude, I was watching his TikToks the other day, and all the comments just clown on him.
Well, because it's
Wait,
so
did you see Tyler Brash's new video where he's being British? He's like, oh no, I'm from the UK. I don't know much about mathematics. His British accent is so bad.
Well, Max Stressler.
He's like in the UK, we usually go out for a cup of tea, but you want to feed the ducks. Does 7 sound good?
All he does is climb on his stupid chain.
No, Max Stressler, he wasn't funny because he did those POVs where it was like, oh, you're
I didn't ask.
A gymnast. Teacher. Like, it's like, it's not funny. And then he was funny for a little bit while he was, like, clowning on Tyler Brash.
Yeah, while he was being mean?
Yeah, that was kind of funny. That was kind of funny. And then now he's like, Tyler, you make stupid POVs, like, you're wasting your time. And then now you on his page, and it's like, it's POVs. And I'm like...
And he's
so
also
confused.
dating Alex French, which doesn't really add anything or take anything away, to be honest.
It just kind of like why? Like, why is that pairing happening? Isn't he like 5'5"?
Connor, who's 5'6", he's like 5'5".
Like,
guys, Connor is the shortest person in the friend
clown
group.
on anybody
I'm
who's
5'9".
shorter than him.
You're not 5'9".
I am, and that's...
Connor, I'm like 6'2".
You're 5'9" with
like
3 pairs
2
of
feet
shoes
taller
on,
than
buddy.
you.
No, I'm 5'9".
You're not. You're 5'7.5" at best.
I've literally measured. I measured at Kayla's house the other day.
I'm 5'10", buddy, and I'm 2
Okay.
inches taller than you.
No. Then you're 5'11".
I'm not 5'11".
I'm
Then
6'2".
you're 5'11".
Hey guys, I'm 6'2".
Yeah, John's 6'2", you're 5'11".
You're not.
Yeah, I am. That's what my license says.
Okay, well, when I was 5'3", my license said 5'6".
I'm gonna be 6'2" one day. Watch your back.
No, you're not.
And that's what the
Tall,
doctor
too.
said.
I grew
too.
7 inches this year.
That's crazy. The past year and a half, I've grown 11 inches.
That's crazy, but like, I don't remember asking. Plus, you're half a year older than me, so give me half a year, I'll be as tall as you. Bet.
Bruh.
Plus, your dad's also like 6'12". And my
Connor,
dad's like
I'm
6
like
foot,
almost a year younger than you, and I'm
My
way
dad is
taller
6'2".
than you.
I know, my dad's 6 foot.
Okay, exactly. Hence why I'm gonna be taller than you, idiot.
Okay, I'm not saying I'm gonna be taller than you. I'm saying I'm going to reach 6'2", though. That's what the doctor
You're not
told
gonna
me.
reach 6'2".
I'm so confident in it. And then I'm gonna grow in my senior year, and then I'm also supposed to grow into college. It said I'll probably grow like an inch or 2 in college, too.
That's so cool, dude.
Yeah. So
I don't remember asking them.
catch me out of college, and I'll be tall.
Dude, the past few weeks, my humor has just deteriorated to like,
Max Stressler.
bro, that was so funny. I'm literally laughing right now. Memes. Like
Yeah.
I probably have 50 of them on my phone, and I use them so much. Like when I'm just tired of talking to someone.
I literally.
Like when I'm just tired. Of
My
talking
favorite
to someone,
meme is the thing where it says "Go ahead, start watching," and it's the baby channel.
I said that to my boss the other day. Not even kidding.
All right, this one must be the Mandela effect because I
Not
thought
that
I didn't freaking ask.
I said that to my boss the other day.
No, like I'm actually dying laughing. Please repeat that same freaking joke. I posted. I censored a bunch of them and put them on my TikTok.
Yeah, I saw.
Yeah.
I've always told myself that next time you say something I don't care about, I'm just gonna say in that video. That would be a power move.
Next time Max Stressler posts a video.
I didn't ask.
Oh, I didn't ask.
Ready, guys? This is my Max Stressler opinion.
I
didn't ask. Teacher. Thank you.
I put on a tube top last night at Target.
You put on a tube top?
Yeah, it was a really fuzzy one, and it like, I don't know, it wasn't very comfortable. I don't know how girls wear that.
I just like got
come
the vivid picture in my head of Connor walking out of a Target dressing room with a tube top in his hand, putting it back, saying, "Hey, I decided I'm not going to get this."
Rumor has it Rice
put it on
Gum is
over my
farming
hood.
rice in Vietnam right now.
Farming gum in Vietnam.
Farming gum.
Farming views.
Farming Vietnam in gum.
Farming Jemama.
Stop, John. Farming Joe who? Delete the podcast. Delete the channel.
Delete the
Bro,
entire box.
so there's this kid that goes to my school. There's a kid that goes to my school named Joe, and it was my 4th period. And this kid unironically goes, "You know Joe, right?" And he's talking about Joe, and the kid just like looked at him and like stared at him and was just like, "Wait." And I was like, "Joe, mama," and he was like, "That's why I didn't say anything. I thought he was gonna say that." He's like, "No, I'm actually talking about Joe, like the real person." It was such a funny confusion. It was hysterical.
In class today, my teacher asked what the green algae was in the water, and some kid said guacamole, and I laughed for all the rest of the class. I laughed.
Wait, today?
No, like the other day. I was literally dying laughing in class, like so dead. Like I could not. Me and Will couldn't stop laughing because some random kid just like under his breath goes guacamole, and my teacher goes, Connor, why are you laughing so much? And I go, who said guacamole? Who said it? Who said it? And nobody confessed. Nobody confessed the entire class. I was like, please, I need to know who said guacamole, dude. I was crying laughing.
Guacamole algae.
He goes guacamole.
What's in the water? It's guacamole.
It's guacamole.
There's a tunnel from the border, like, is coming there, and there's just, like, an excess of guacamole flowing out of it into all the water supply. So now we have...
That's how Chipotle gets their guacamole, actually.
Oh, really?
From the algae?
Yeah. That's why the whole E. coli thing happened. They put it through the wrong sewer pipe.
It's gross, dude.
Ew.
E. coli, more like E. coli. Why are you...
More like E. coli die if you get E. coli.
Alright.
Alright, we need a little bit more talking, you know?
Yo, so how do you guys think about Run by Joji?
I listened to it. It's a little bit okay, but a little bit disappointing at the same time.
I liked it. It was okay, but I didn't even listen to the whole song.
It was really good.
Guys, why don't we listen to it real
There's an
quick just to remind ourselves
there's
what it sounds like?
It was kind of underwhelming. Turn this garbage off. Dude, my favorite meme was like Lizzo kills crowd. Lizzo walks on stage, entire stadium collapses.
Stop, dude. Have you seen the meme where it's like, or not the meme where it's just like the girl, and she's like on the news, and she started talking about Lizzo, and they're like, I think it's beautiful. I think that she's confident in her own skin, and then the girl's like, I mean, like, yeah, it's cool and all, but like, nobody's gonna be laughing when she gets diabetes.
No, she's like, we're not gonna be celebrating it when she has heart failure.
And I was like, dear Lord.
And then she apologized. She's like, I'm not taking it back. And I'm not. Why are we celebrating that? Yeah, that was so clown.
That was alpha. That wasn't even clown. What's the opposite of clown?
PogChamp.
No, what's the opposite of clown?
Victory Royale.
No, the opposite of clown is like, no, I'm talking like an actual, like, what, like, think of the word clown, think of what's the opposite.
Trump. This just got very, very, very political.
No. I said it backwards.
No. It's got to be like a businessman.
The opposite of a clown.
A businessman. Jeff Bezos.
No.
Jeff Bezos is the opposite of a clown.
A lady married him and then divorced him, and now she's the richest woman alive. Connor gave me a whole bag of ranch yesterday when I was at Chipotle.
Yeah, I saw. You need to take this.
Oh, you saw on my story, but you didn't see that after he gave me 14 more.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for listening to today's podcast. I promise we'll be back and doing good. Give us your money on Patreon. I love you. I'll give you a sloppy wet kiss whenever I see you next time, which hopefully will be never. And bye. Okay, that's good enough for me. Don's like, we need to record a new outro.